Would break a game. Oh, here was,
Mhm.
yeah, that was the Horn Asylum alarm. There's the picture
Go
if
on.
anybody wants. But it's
Go
the
on.
broom of flying. So I think
Mm,
you have to be careful whenever you give your characters a chance to fly,
mhm.
because then the battlefield becomes three-dimensional. It becomes much more dynamic. Travel becomes easier, that sort of thing. But uh, I mean, what's the first magical creature that I think I ever remember, right? A
Mhm.
witch on a broom, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Something supernatural, something that you can't do in everyday life. So maybe it's a Quidditch tournament. Maybe it's a Harry Potter kind of thing. Maybe it's situational. Yeah, you can have a broom, but you don't have it forever. You have it for like a particular module, and then for some reason it gets taken away. So maybe you make the broom have charges.
Mm.
Maybe it's an old broom that's falling apart and is ready to be retired, but you're not sure how much longer you can fly it. So as a DM, you can have conditions on these things. They don't have to be, RAW. It doesn't have to be rules as written. You can modify these things and should, I think, because you don't want it to be broken. You don't want all of a sudden to have one character who can do something that none of the other characters can do and always does it, and wins the kill shot every time, and just outstages everyone. You want it to be well, I want it to be a party atmosphere. Now, if you're playing one-on-one, like if it's a game of one where it's a DM and a player, absolutely knock yourself out. I give them, but if it's more than two people at the table,
And that's game balance is important for that very reason, right? It's not just like I can do anything on my side with the monsters, right? Like I can balance the game right away. It's much harder for me to balance the game on the other side of the table. You got five players and somebody's min-maxing and can fly, right? And someone else has a 25-foot walking speed. Like there's an inequity there right away. I like the broom of flying for sure. I don't think it should be uncommon because it totally changes the game. But for a dungeon master out there who has handed one out and is sad about it now and is thinking about how to take it away, um, ceilings, the dungeon, right? Half of your
yeah,
adventuring,
yeah.
but someone it's a higher level. What are they? They're level 7, level 8 now, but someone has a broom of flying in my other campaign, and how high are the ceilings gets asked every session,
Every time, yeah.
every session. And yeah, it's interesting. The other thing that I was thinking of when you were saying the witch being the most iconic, magical creature early on in like childhood fantasy, um, most of the time in most adventures, the players are finding a magic item in a dusty treasure chest somewhere buried in a corner, hidden behind a secret door. But like, why is it not in the hands of a goblin or something, right? There's monsters that live in here. They would have found it, and they're going to use it against the party
Heck yeah.
before the party gets their hands on it. So this wizard's pretty tough. This wizard that's flying around is way tougher.
Yeah.
And now I've earned that broom.
Yeah, I want that, right? You
hmm
see that, you see him attacking your buddies, and you're like, I want that. I'm gonna knock that guy down. Yeah. Focus on the flyer.
And especially with these like weird things, right? Or like not necessarily like clearly tactical things out of the gate, right? Like the alchemy jug, or like where the hell did they get 2 gallons of mayonnaise?